Hey everyone, and welcome to our cheat code episode where today I'll be showing you a few tips and tricks using a couple different Microsoft 365 tools that will all help you to be more productive and, of course, level up your business game. You can be more productive and get more work done using Microsoft 365 task and project management tools. But first, you have to figure out which tool is which and when to actually use them. There is some overlap, and there's also some aspects of these apps that aren't actually just about tasks. So let's level up. Starting off with Microsoft Planner. So Planner is a very team-based project management app, and it works really great for small teams. It's built so that everyone can quickly track your open tasks in a way that doesn't require a formal project management tool such as Project. So Planner uses a more Kanban style board. You can think along the lines of Trello to track tasks and all of the relevant details for that task. You do have to keep in mind, though, that it is a more simplified management tool, so there's some limited ability as to what you can customize of what's being tracked. If you needed more from a project management tool, Microsoft Project is more than likely going to be your answer, but before you make that decision, stay tuned to hear more about what Microsoft List has to offer. Going back to Planner though, so as you're creating your tasks to track, you can do a couple of different things with them. So you can add them to customized buckets, as Planner calls them. You can color code them. You can change the priority level, and you can add any notes or steps in the description box to add any more details that you wanted to. And because we all need to be able to see data presented in a couple different ways, Planner will also give you an overview where you can see sort of the breakdown of each task and a calendar view that will allow you to see all of your tasks either for that week or for the entire month. Now, if you wanted to add just a planner board into your Teams, you can do that by adding a tab directly into Teams. Or if you wanted to make your life even easier, you can have a more personal view to see your tasks across multiple different tools by using what's called the Tasks and Teams app, which, spoiler alert, we will also be talking about in this cheat code, so we'll come back to that in just a moment. Moving right along to Microsoft Lists. So List is not necessarily a task and project management tool. It's more along the lines of an information tracker and an organizer that can be used for a whole lot of things. But because you can highly customize your experience with lists, you can easily control what information you're actually seeing in the table view. So you could be tracking tasks, projects, inventory, event schedules, marketing content. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless. When you create a new list, you can start from scratch on your own, or there are ready-made templates embedded in the tool that you can use to get started. Let's say, for example, you were planning an event and you wanted to lay out the itinerary. You would select the template, then it gives you an overview of kind of what the template will actually look like. And from there, you can customize it even more by changing the name, the colors, different icons, and so on and so forth. Once your list is created, you can add in all of the individual sessions to fill out your itinerary. Obviously, that was a super specific example to use for event planning. However, all of the ready-made templates are alike in the way that they're really simple to use and you can customize them to fit your needs. If you wanted to bring those lists into your Teams, you can do the same thing as before that we talked about with Planner and just add it as a tab using the connector across the top. Next, we have Microsoft ToDo. So if you remember Wunderlist, that's basically what Microsoft ToDo is, but rebranded. So ToDo also replaces the task section of your Outlook. It'll track your to-dos as a list managed by you, so it's really great for your granular day-to-day task management to help you build out your schedule for the day. If you're like me, you love the satisfaction of marking something off your to-do list, and this tool lets you do just that. It will also store your completed tasks down below to where you can hide them from your view and off of your to-do list, but they would still be there in case you ever needed to go back and grab something. And just when you thought it couldn't get any cooler, ToDo actually works with other apps like Planner and Outlook, so you can bring everything you need to get your work done all into the same place. I know, it's super awesome. And because ToDo does have a desktop app, you can actually pin it to your taskbar on your computer if you didn't want it living in your Microsoft Teams. That way you can still stay connected and organized, of course. A little side trick, while we're on the topic of organization, you can actually use hashtags to help categorize them as well. So wrapping it up today, we have tasks and teams. I know I mentioned it before, but this is really a key tool for making Teams your central hub and your go-to place for getting all of your work done, both as an individual team member and as an awesome team player. So this app will give you a Teams-friendly way to be able to see all of your tasks from both your planner and your to-do all in one place. So the tasks and teams will give you a larger view of your tasks that you can then filter down by projects rather than just the date. And at this time, Microsoft Lists is sort of on a little island of its own. So right now, the only way to get it into your Teams is by adding it as a tab across the top, like I showed a few minutes ago. That is all I have for today's cheat code. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you learned a few tricks to get more work done and, of course, level up your business game. Be sure and look out for the registration link to our next webinar that will be coming out soon. And as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out to Marissa or myself at our emails listed here on the screen. See you next time.